They say these are vital changes that could lead to life-changing measures for both babies and their parents. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono has a story that you'll only see right here on 12 News.
I inspire people.
24-year-old Anthony Castle's story is inspiring. He has Duchenne muscular dystrophy and hasn't let the life-limiting muscle disorder get in the way of facing uphill battles head-on. In 2018, 12 News was there as Castle made it to the top of Camelback Mountain, and he has more mountains to climb.
The Granite Mountain Hotshot Memorial.
He wants to do that in the fall.
But life hasn't always been easy for the Castles. Soon after Anthony was born, his mother Jill knew something was wrong. He was hitting milestones late, but doctors assured her that was normal and he would catch up.
It was really frustrating too because I kept getting treated like I was overreacting. You know, I was just this crazy mother.
After begging for evaluations, she finally got one for Anthony.
They ran a blood test and they test the levels of muscle destruction, and he was like a normal level would be 200 and he was 35,000.
Their lives changed. Jill was told Anthony would stop walking between 8 and 10 years old and go into a wheelchair. Then would come the problems with his lungs and heart.
There were no treatments out there, and we should just go home and love him. That was literally the advice that we got. I wasn't okay with that, so I started looking for answers.
Thanks to her and Anthony's willingness to participate in clinical trials, he started getting treatment at age 6. Today, there are 8 FDA-approved treatments with more coming.
And you can start these treatments right away.
Which is why Anthony has his sights set on a different kind of uphill battle, the Arizona state capitol. He and his family are advocating for the passage of SB 1020, a bill that would add Duchenne muscular dystrophy to the list of conditions tested for at birth. In addition to starting immediate treatment, it would also help parents prepare for the challenging medical journey ahead.
Finding out early allows you to save up for a handicapped van or to maybe not buy a house that has stairs.
Anthony has bravely gone before the legislature, and the bill, sponsored by Senator T.J. Shope, has received bipartisan support. It's now part of budget negotiations.
It means a lot to us.
The Castles hoping by sharing their story, it's signed into law, giving future families one less mountain to climb.
That would make Arizona the 4th state in the country to adopt newborn screening for Duchenne. So it would be quite a victory.
Bianca Bono, 12 News.
What an amazing road to advocacy. All right, Bianca, thank you. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley joining us now with a quick look at our hour-by-hour forecast for tonight. Lindsay?
A warm Friday underway. Temperatures making their way into the mid-90s. Those 90s will have some staying power through the 7 o'clock hour tonight. Skies are clear. Wind speeds will start to lighten up after sunset time tonight, and a few scattered clouds moving in around midnight. Here's our current temperatures right now. 90s out in western Arizona, Phoenix 73, and Show Low 67 around the Flagstaff area. Beautiful day, but a little bit breezy. Those wind gusting close to about 30 miles per hour in the Winslow area, 20-mile-per-hour gusts around Sedona. Winds will pick up again tomorrow, but we'll have a closer look at your weekend outlook in a few minutes. Tram?
Lindsay, thank you. This afternoon, tensions between Iran and Israel remain at a boiling point. Less than 24 hours after Israel launched a military strike. 12 News journalist Mark Curtis is upstairs in the newsroom. And Mark, what are U.S. officials saying today?
Well, Tram, really the only thing White House officials are saying, right now at least, is that the U.S. was not involved in last night's strike against Iran. We're still waiting for more details about the effectiveness of Israel's strike and the damage that it caused. A source familiar described it as a limited strike inside Iran that does not appear to be escalating the conflict. Iranian officials claim the strike targeted a military base and was not successful. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken responded from the G7 meeting this morning.
We're committed to Israel's security. We're also committed to de-escalating, to trying to bring this tension to a close.
It is a scary situation. Coming up on NBC Nightly News, the Iran foreign minister sits down with Tom Yamas. This comes as the world now waits to see how Iran will respond. You can watch that interview coming up tonight at 5:30. For now, Tram, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you. Now to a warning about fake Botox that we first told you about yesterday. The FDA is now asking consumers to report suspected counterfeit products so that they can be taken off the market. This comes after nearly 20 people reported adverse reactions after receiving injections. The FDA believes these reactions came from unlicensed versions of the drug. So joining me now is Dr. Sonal Harder from Dignity Health Medical Group. Sonal, this is so disturbing. Let's get into the side effects of what this fake Botox can do.
And the Botox use has gone up by about 459% between 2000 and 2020. So we know about this.
Yeah.
But the side effects can be life-threatening. So something like droopy eyes or droopy face, double vision, difficulty swallowing, shortness of breath, muscle weakness, paralysis.
Yeah.
These are some serious side effects if it's not used properly.
Okay, so I want to show our viewers what these counterfeit products can look like. We got this off of the FDA's website.
Correct.
Walk us through here what to look for.
Okay, so here are a couple of, when you go for any Botox treatments, it's very important to ask your injector where they get the products from. FDA actually has some examples of bad fake products. For example, one of the bottles just said 150 units. Now the real legitimate Botox actually has 100 units, not 150 units. The vial and the box may be lacking some manufacturing or expiration dates. And the way it's worded, here it says Botox. The real Botox bottle actually has a logo of Allergan and AbbVie pharmaceutical manufacturers, but also they have legitimate expiration and manufacturing dates, vial numbers, lot numbers. Those are all things that tell you that it's, you know, either fake or not fake or real.
Yeah, and again, that was off of the FDA's website, so if people want more information, they can go there as well.
Correct.
So bottom line, what should people who want to get Botox, what and who should they be looking for?
I love this question. Here's what I want our viewers to know. Number one, who is your injector? Are they licensed in your state? Now, I'm a licensed doctor and I do some skin procedures, but I'm not licensed to do Botox injections. I'm not trained for it. So also ask how many years of experience they've had doing Botox injections.
Okay.
Who is the medical director or supervising doctor for the clinic? In case there are complications, this is a procedure. Oftentimes we look at this as cosmetic, thing, but it's a medical procedure. Complications can happen in any procedure. So who is capable of taking care of those procedures? What is your injector's access to the medical director? How close are they and how quickly can this be handled?
Yeah.
So those are some, and also last but not the least, is this procedure happening in a medical facility? Not at a party, not at a sleepover.
Yeah,
Those
because
are
we hear about
not the
Botox
places.
parties all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
great info, Sonal. Thank you so much.